Hello everyone, I'm Jasmine and this is my personal reflection video. Decision making. Decision making plays a vital role in our daily life and it can impact our future specifically. Both our personal and professional lives involve making decisions. It is critical to understand that making decisions can be difficult and complex. Our decisions' quality can be impacted by elements including doubt, a lack of complete knowledge, and cognitive biases. To make decisions that are in line with our aims and values, it is essential to acquire good decision-making abilities, take into account multiple viewpoints, gather information, and evaluate potential risks. Decision making, as Brian Erston stated, refers to making choices among alternative courses of action, which may also include inaction. In my personal case, the decisions I made greatly influenced and affected by my late father. Through his life, he had given me many valuable lessons. He had made significant achievements in his life as a researcher, teacher, and author. He also advised me to consider two essential factors prior to making any decisions. Firstly, carefully assess and evaluate the potential outcomes. Secondly, create a peaceful and conducive environment as it is crucial for making decisions that lead to favorable results. Even though I've made an effort to follow his advice, I've occasionally struggled to fully comprehend others, even though I'm generally an excellent listener. This, in my opinion, occurs as a result of interpersonal clashes or conflicts. How can you avoid making poor judgments when you don't feel well and everything seems gloomy? How can you tell what influences and what impacts your decision making in these circumstances? It is crucial to understand that decision making is a complicated process impacted by a wide range of internal and external circumstances, such as social influence, past experiences and our stories, personal values and perspective, cognitive biases, which is very important because they can happen in a number of decision making processes, including information processing, memory, and the conclusion itself. Emotional state also is very important because it has a very strong effect and influence on our decision making because of our feelings. Information and knowledge is also very important. All of these factors can play a very important part in decision making, especially the information, because it empowers us to make more informed decisions. Being aware of these elements that may influence our decision-making model can help us make decisions that are consistent with our values, goals, and desired outcomes. There are three levels of decision-making: operational, tactical, and strategic. All of these, we can find all of these examples in our lives on a daily basis or professional life. From automatic program decisions to more involved non-programmed ones, there are various types of decisions. The four types of structured decision making are these four, which are rational, bounded rationality, intuitive, and creative. Depending on the situation and the issue at hand, any of these may be beneficial. When I was younger, my decision making model was somehow intuitive. I did not consider outcomes and I did not have a conscious reasoning for them. Nowadays, especially when my daughter were born, I am more of a rational decision maker. However, before that, my decision making model was bounded rationality, and still sometimes I use it under some circumstances. I found it rational to accept that human decision makers frequently face limitations that prevent them from gathering all relevant data, considering all available options, and coming to an ideal decision. I realized that this type of decision making is not helping me well enough. So I started to write down a cycle for my decisions. These 4 steps are a survivor for my decision making, and it actually with this map, I started to feel better about myself as well as I gained much more pleasant results. Now that I have learned about rational decision making, I found that I have tend to follow this type of decision making much more than the others. However, sometimes I change my model to good enough and creativity sometimes. And I try to forbid myself from intuitive decision making, although sometimes on a daily basis it happens unconsciously. And overall, a successful and well-informed decision-making framework or method is referred to as a decision model in the context of leadership. This model offers a methodical procedure to help leaders evaluate possibilities, take into account different circumstances, and make decisions that are consistent with the objectives and values of community. And thank you for listening.